Coming up, the Sheldon Chalet.
Oh my goodness, this is really an interesting structure.
Even more interesting, how this mountain lodge wound up on this 6,000-foot perch.
My mom and my dad were remarkable people.
Don and Roberta Sheldon, with a big dream that took 3 generations to come to fruition.
It's an indescribable feeling to be able to fulfill their vision.
Ahead, one family's Denali dream and what it could mean for the whole state.
Alaska, where there are old triumphs, but also new frontiers, with challenges as great as the state itself, but a belief that the best is yet to come, bringing you the faces, the places, and the spirit of the last frontier. This is Frontiers with Rhonda McBride.
Welcome to Frontiers. In this show today, we take you to a mountain lodge perched on a mountaintop. Our destination, the Sheldon Chalet, wedged in the wilderness, 10 miles from the summit of Denali, about 50 miles from Talkeetna, with a view of Ruth Glacier. KTVA's Lauren Maxwell and photojournalist John Thain were among the first to take it all in.
All right, come on in.
The adventure starts as soon as you buckle in. Our small plane from Talkeetna is flying through the Alaska Range, heading for a piece of private property within Denali National Park.
All right, come on down. Watch your heads as you come out through the door.
Soon enough, we transfer to a helicopter, where we can really see the peaks up close, and in some cases, fly right through. All of it feels amazing, but then so does this. The Sheldon Chalet comes into view. The dramatic structure is perched high on the rock of the Nunatak Glacier, surrounded by a natural amphitheater. Elevation about 6,000 feet.
Hi. Welcome to the Sheldon Chalet.
Building here was a feat in itself, as every item from the foundation up had to be flown in.
We're always going to have oysters, Alaskan oysters. Today I did them Rockefeller style.
It's part of the reason the cost to stay here is $2,300 a night.
Welcome to the Sheldon Family Chalet.
This is a luxury experience. Upstairs, the 5 guest rooms are appointed with fur throws and fine linens. But more importantly,
I mean, one of the most beautiful things is the view.
So it's kind of nice, and the mountain is blessing us right now.
kind of nice doesn't really describe the majesty of the mountains guests can see from every window in every room. The hotel strives for a vibe that's modern but cozy, where every item was carefully planned.
What you see here is exactly what's been in the works for 49 years.
The chalet may be grand.
You see this wonderful alpenglow that we have?
But owner Robert Sheldon says the idea to build here had its roots in something much more humble.
This walk is 80 vertical feet, and it feels like a whole lot more.
This is the original mountain house. The 6-sided cabin was built in 1966 by Robert's father, the legendary glacier pilot Don Sheldon, who made the Alaska Range his second home.
This is our most recent journal. These are visitors from Japan.
For decades, it's been a place for climbers and skiers to enjoy. But Robert says his father and mother, Roberta, had always planned to build a bigger hotel on the glacier. When Don Sheldon died in 1975, it was thought the dream died with him. Turns out, that wasn't true.
We didn't find these plans, though, until the fall of 2014, after my mother had passed on.
Robert and his sister Kate were well into the design phase for the chalet when they came across plans from 1968 that showed their parents had the very same idea, almost to a T.
It's almost a mirror of what you eventually ended up with.
It's
That's
shocking.
crazy.
It is crazy.
Now Robert and Kate have built the hotel their parents dreamed of, a place where guests can enjoy the mountains day and night, marveling at the northern lights as they dance across the sky.
I mean, the reverence is obvious. You feel like you want to talk in whispers because the stars are overhead and the northern lights are starting to come out. And it is absolutely a stillness that I have never experienced before.
Robert says it feels good to finish what his parents started.
It's an indescribable feeling to be able to fulfill their vision.
And be able to offer guests a unique experience in one of the most beautiful places in the world. Reporting for Frontiers, I'm Lauren Maxwell.
Wow. Well, up next, we're going to step back in time. Why this Sheldon Chalet was 3 generations in the making. And Robert and Marnie Sheldon are here to help us get our arms around such a story of huge proportions.